Hey everyone, this is Leo Lauretti from Abstract Music Lab, and today I'm back here to the sound design channel. Today I'm recreating a preset called Fog, and you can find it over here in the description below in the melodic house pack called Feelings. But let's listen to the preset over here. Now in context. Again, you can get this preset over here in the description below in the melodic house pack called Feelings. But now let's get started with this tutorial and let's get started with this video. So we're going to start by initializing Serum. We're using a shaper box and also an EQ, but we're going to deactivate this so we actually hear the main thing. And this is how it sounds like. And you can hear that it sounds nothing like what we want. So essentially what we're going to do over here, we're going to start by choosing an analog BSOD square. And we're going to put the wet position to something like this. Now we're also going to go over here and choose a bend minus. And you can see that the wavetable moves a little bit, but that's essentially what we need. And that's essentially it for oscillator A. Now we're going to go to oscillator B and we're going to choose a saw rounded that we're going to find somewhere over here. But we're going to choose the wet position to something like this. And this sounds a bit more like a sawtooth wavetable. And in addition to that, we're going to also choose a pulse width modulation. And that's essentially it with the pulse width. But now we're also going to have to change the unison to something like this. And they detune a little bit down. And the level of this oscillator is going to go a little bit down as well. Now, in addition to that, we also have to activate the noise, and we're going to choose a bright white. And we're going to choose over here to something like this. A lot of noise, but essentially that's how it is. And now what we're going to do is essentially start changing the envelope of the sound. We're going to start by putting the sustain all the way down. The decay is going to go a little bit longer. The release also a little bit longer. But the key here is to pick this handle and put it a little bit like this. You can see this line over here. Essentially, that's where it should be. This is modulating the noise A and B. Now we're going to go into the filter. And in the filter, we're going to start by choosing an MG Low 18. AB noise. And to start, we're going to start by putting this cutoff a little bit down to something like this, like we barely listen to it. But now we're going to modulate this with envelope 2. The modulation here is going to go to somewhere like this. And we have to change a little bit of the envelope of this modulation. So in the modulation, we're going to put the sustain almost all the way down. Somewhere like this. And in addition, we also have to pick the decay and put it a lot down. Somewhere like this. But we're also going to increase this release a lot. Somewhere like this. But we're also going to pick this and put it a bit down to somewhere like this. Somewhere like... But we're also going to go in the envelope over here. We have this handle and we're going to pick this and put it a little bit down as well. And you can see that it doesn't really sound like what we want, because we also have to pick the velocity here and use it to modulate the cutoff. Not as much, but something like this. Now, in addition to that, we have to decrease a little bit of the resonance, increase the drive, and increase the fat as well. And you can see that we pretty much have the sound that we want. Now we're going to go into the effects section. And in the effects section, we're going to start by choosing a chorus. And in addition, we're also going to choose a delay and also a reverb. So now in the chorus, we're going to start by, essentially, we're not going to do anything to the rate, to the delay, to the delayed to depth. And we're going to just start over here by changing the low pass filter. Somewhere around 11,000. And you can see how this makes the chorus a lot wider. But we're going to pick this wet and put it a lot down. But this opens up the sound and the wideness. Now we're going to choose a delay. We're going to pick this feedback over here and put it a lot up. 1/16, 1/8 in the right, and dot over here. This is going to cause kind of like a ping pong effect in your delay. Now we're going to go into the delay filter. We're going to tweak it a little bit. We're going to put this somewhere all over like this. And we're going to pick this Q and put it a lot down. Now the wet is also going a lot up. Now lastly, a reverb. We're going to start by putting the dry wet to something like this. Now the decay is going to go a lot up. So you can see how the decay becomes a bit longer, but we have to low cut this reverb over here a little bit. And that's pretty much it with the sound. Now, if you want to listen in context with sidechain and EQ, and that's pretty much it. If you like the preset, you can get it over here in the Melodic House Feelings pack that you can find over here for Serum. This is Leo Lauretti from Abstract Music Lab signing off. Cheers.
Hi, this video is sponsored by us. If you like these tutorials and want to support the channel, please check out our website packed with online courses and professional sample packs. Also check our ready-to-use and club-tested Serum presets. You can browse by the genre and style you're looking for, or get the incredible deal with the full Serum preset bundle. Thank you for listening, and now let's get back to your tutorial.